Welcome back to the Digital Ledger channel, everybody. I know it's been a while since we've done a video, but you know what? We've been focused on a lot of new things behind the scenes for the Digital Perspectives channel, and now it's time to use the Digital Ledger channel for exactly what it's for, and it is like a spillover for catching a lot of news that is coming out that I don't want to miss, and I don't want you to miss, more importantly. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. All right, we're going to start right here with Legion, who has a great clip from Brian Brooks laying it down from the OCC about the power and precedent of the OCC and in their decision in understanding what constitutes a federal charter for bank issuance. So let's take a listen to this little clip here. The confidence from Brian Brooks is absolutely amazing. And I don't mean arrogance, I mean confidence. His understanding of what the true role of the OCC is. Listen to this exchange.
A different question, kind of building on this, which is you mentioned the legal foundation. And I was tying the taking of banking, the deposits and loans as a legal construct. Your predecessor came out with a fintech charter and was sued. And that case is working its way through the courts. You come from a legal background. How confident are you in the legality of this proposal?
I'm highly confident. You know, look, the great thing about being a litigator by training is when someone says, I'm going to sue you, it doesn't really scare you all that much. I mean, I litigated cases for a living, and sometimes it took me going all the way to the Supreme Court before I finally won. But that's why we have 3 tiers of courts in America. That's why we have 93 different judicial districts. The view of one district judge is never the on any important subject. And, you know, the way cases get to the Supreme Court is you have a bunch of different district judges coming to different outcomes. What I think about the case is I think that, you know, that was a case involving particular issues in front of a particular judge, argued a particular way. But my read of the law is that for more than 25 years, OCC regulations have said that a bank is anything that takes deposits, make loans, or engages in payments, or, right, has been in our reg for ever since I graduated from law school. And I know that the OCC historically has been given deference by the U.S. Supreme Court in its definition of what proper bank activities are. So it would be truly radical to hold that the OCC's interpretation of what a bank is didn't prevail. I don't actually believe there's ever been a case in the U.S. Supreme Court where the OCC did not win on that point, and there are more than a dozen cases where it did win. So I'm highly confident in the outcome.
Wow, I mean, you know, the confidence there from Brian Brooks and the confidence based on the facts, the information, right? That the OCC has never been challenged or overruled when it comes to them being able to define what a bank is or who should get a bank charter. Pretty remarkable stuff. Now let's go to this piece of news here from Michael Val 5 Links, who's absolutely incredible. And shout out to Legion for that last clip. If you're not following Legion, you really should. Okay, top hardware wallet Ledger revealed that a breach occurred in its customer information base. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That means a lot to me. I'm a customer. So I did receive an email from Ledger, and they did say that I was not breached, and I was very happy to hear that. However, it looks like close to 1 million customers have had their identity stolen, right? So emails and IDs and things of that nature. So be very careful out here. What I would encourage everybody to know is that there are measures you can take to try to protect yourself. You know, one of the things that I've done recently, and I'm going to show you right here, is PureVPN. I really like PureVPN. The reason that I like them is because I feel like it's an extra layer of anonymity on the internet, a way to help protect myself from people knowing who I am. This is some of the reasons I like it. One, it doesn't slow down my speed on the internet while I'm my browser speed or anything like that. And I can also browse the internet anonymously. Blind hackers from peeking into your data, ISPs from prying on your browser history, and pesky advertisers from tracking you. Download with no fear of anything. Download or seed private files on the internet via P2P clients and file sharing websites in a complete anonymous manner. And I'll tell you, I do have a link for this in my description box. And I'm telling you right now, I feel a lot safer knowing that I have that extra layer. It's not the only thing that I have for protection, but it's certainly an extra layer of protection to try to keep my anonymity with my VPN address. Okay, so moving on. Santander Santander payment platform talked about a $527 million execution of transactions, right, with the payment app that involves Ripple, right? Okay, here we go. Here's the deal here. Let me just say this. Santander has also come out and said, you know, they made a comment, we don't plan on using ODL or XRP now or in the future. And all I can say to that is one thing, I'm the eternal optimist. I don't believe they're using Ripple software without the intention of someday using the asset, because there's a greater savings and greater benefit to using the asset XRP in settlement. I don't believe that they're stopping short of it because they don't want to use it. I believe they're stopping short of it because XRP, the digital asset, has not been designated or had a classification or a designation of what it actually is. And I would just say that if I was a bank, if I was Santander Bank or some other bank, I would probably say the same thing. But I believe, just like many others have voiced, that XRP is in fact a currency. And I think when it gets that proper designation or clarification, I believe you'll see people like Santander and other banks in financial world take the advantage of using it for settlement. So we will keep an eye on that, but that is my thoughts on the Santander news there. And they have been a partner with Ripple for many years now. So, okay, here we go. Let's get into this. Jerome Powell talks about holding rates kind of where they are. Well, let's also talk about the fact that, you know, Jerome Powell, you know, has also said that we wouldn't have a digital dollar or digital wallet at least till 23, 24. I don't necessarily subscribe to that either. And if you watch the recent breakdown of the interview with Brian Brooks that I did this morning on the Digital Perspectives channel, you will see that Brian Brooks doesn't believe that that is a acceptable timeline as well. So there's more to learn there. So, okay, let's keep this going. Here, there's, oh gosh, this is a great interview. Mr. BXRP sat down with CEO JP Theriot from Uphold. And it is an incredible interview, and there is a great spot, and there's many great spots in there, but one of the greatest spots in there is when he talks to you about the tax platform that is really in tandem with Uphold and the things that are going to be available in the future. Oh my goodness. It sounds so futuristic, but it's so close to being there, and that's the part that's so exciting to me. I just love this crypto space. Let's keep this moving. Here we have Bank of England will work with Ripple partner Accenture, develop and build this new world-class payment service. Public and private coming together just the way we want to see it. And this is how you can avoid that timeline of this 23, 24, 2030, all of this business. When you put together the public needs with the private sector ability, with technology and innovation, it's unstoppable what can happen, and it really is something that can be almost immediate. Let's keep this going here. Here is the video that I did this morning with OCC Brian Brooks, revealed the secret key to bringing crypto mainstream. He does exactly that. He does exactly that. He talks about a level playing field, and you won't believe how he explains what a level playing field is. I really encourage you to watch that interview. Crypto derivatives exchange is getting a Nasdaq listing in Q3. Diginex Global, wow, is using a SPAC to make the first crypto exchange to be listed on Nasdaq. Congratulations. Is this not a start in the right direction, or is this where we want to go? This is where we want to go. I'm absolutely loving this. Shout out to XRP Crypto Wolf, who's absolutely fantastic. ComChain launched a trade settlement offering, which is a trade settlement platform using R3's Corda. R3's Corda. The trade settlement offering improves efficiency and liquidity for companies as the speed and accuracy of information lead to faster payments. Australian company ComChain has released a world-leading commercial blockchain-enabled digital trade settlement platform. and that is through R3's Corda. Just a reminder, R3's Corda platform that these companies are building on for faster payments is also set up at that point to use the Corda settler, which has digital asset XRP for an option for settlement. So keep that in mind as we move forward when you keep hearing this narrative that people don't intend to use XRP, especially banks and the like. Then why do they keep signing up and building and creating on top of the software that eventually leads them to that end goal? And I believe that is because we're going to see a classification or a designation of the asset that makes it an all. I think we're going to get that designation we need on XRP that really clears the air, and once and for all, it's done. And once we reach that moment, I think we will see mass adoption revealed. Okay, China and European Union agreed to strengthen information sharing exchanges and cooperation in the fields of digital currency and financial technology. Come on in. Yeah, this is what we need. Let's keep it moving. The European Commission acknowledges it discussed internationalization of the euro and the renminbi. So keep an eye on that as well. All right, and then I think there was one or two more pieces here. Let me just take a look. U.S. bank regulator this is another comment on that same interview where the U.S. Comptroller of Currency, Brian Brooks, wants to see payments look like existing stable coins and less the most advanced system in 1910. And that was really what they talked about there, and especially towards the end. That really points to his end comment of that interview, which was very, very strong. Fed says they're going to hold the interest rates close to zero, between 0 and 0.25. Wow. And continue buying Treasury bonds. Yeah, because everything's going so well, right? Not exactly. All right, guys, look, this is about it for us here. I just wanted to put out this quick news so you can see everything sweeping that's happening. Stanford partnered with the International Telecommunications Union to create digital currency standards. They launched a Digital Currency Global Initiative to address infrastructure, security, trust, policies, governance, use cases, and interoperability. This is the kind of stuff that you want to see as well, along with the other motion that we talked about today. You know, you want to see these coalitions, these organizations, initiatives coming together, these collectives that really, really begin to shape exactly what needs to happen before you get to a legislative side of trying to legislate a space. I think this is important because if you legislate a space that has innovation and technology in it too soon, you can hinder the actual innovation itself. So I think this is the right way to go, even though it does feel like a bit of redundance at times when we hear about all these different things happening, right? You know, and we're like, how many more regulatory agencies or how many more initiatives and collectives and coalitions do we need? And I think the answer is a lot of them. Because there is, I mean, let's think of this. The whole world is affected by this. It's not just one facet of the planet, right? I mean, it's everybody is affected by this from the top down. So really exciting news going on, guys. I just wanted to bring that to you real quick so you don't miss a thing. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, share with somebody you know, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.